This reading is for Leo and Aquarius, twin flames, or not twin flames. Either way, this is a connection spread. And I've already pulled the cards. And as far as Aquarius goes, Aquarius, you are in the Mother of Pentacles presently as your state, and the Leo is in the reversed Hangman position. For the challenges, Aquarius, you have the Two of Cups, and Leo, you have the reversed Three of Wands. Aquarius, you are in a good, stable, nurturing position, full of love and compassion. The Pentacles usually refers to stability in the material world, but it could reference also emotionally, being that the Mother is a nurturing state. So I want to say that that is wonderful. Your challenge came up as the Two of Cups, which I would just suggest that you continue being in this state of compassion and nurturing and stability, especially with your emotions. Be open to love, be open to receive what is being poured into both of these cups, not just your cup, but also the Leo's cup. So this is, it came up as a challenge. So this is just a reminder to stay open to love, stay open to compassion, have patience. And Aquarius, that I believe is really good. As far as the Leo goes, the Leo is in the reversed Hangman, which is also a really good card, especially coming from the reading from yesterday. It looks like perspective has changed. It looks like they are in a state of action. What wasn't working for them, they are starting to be opened up to changing that old pattern, changing the negativity and the victimization state that came from yesterday. This is really good. I'm pretty happy about that, saying that on the Leo's side. And again, as far as their challenge goes, it is the reversed Three of Wands, which indicates to me that they are now seeing how this Hangman position needs to stop. So taking action in a different direction. So again, if they had a habit of repeating negative patterns, doing something and not seeing the fruits of that coming into fruition, they're starting to see a different perspective. They're starting to see now that maybe it's not working out for them the way that they hoped, and that a different perspective is coming forth, and that is their challenge. So their challenge is that they actually have to start thinking of doing things differently. And that's challenging for them. But they are in that state of seeing that things need to be handled differently. And as far as the uniting force, you two are experiencing a reversed Five of Swords, which is another great card as a uniting force, because it means that both of you, what brings you guys together is the fact that both of you want to do away with the negativity, the old patterns. And you guys both want to unite on whatever plane that is. If it is that you guys both want to come to terms with being civil with one another, if you guys want to come to terms with doing away with past arguments, past traumas, both of you would like to put that in the past and move forward. You do want to work with each other and no longer just kind of cut each other off like that. You don't want to sever the ties, burn bridges. You both don't want to do that. So I don't know that you are actually no longer doing that, but it's clear to me that both of you no longer want to continue doing that. And that's obviously up to the individuals if they're going to continue with the negative patterns or repeating cycles. Both of you don't want to continue repeating negative cycles. However, that's challenging. So just because you guys both don't want to do it doesn't necessarily mean you have the tools to change the pattern. So with that being said, I want to pull some advice cards. I just don't know if I want advice on the overall or individually. I'm just gonna pull, I'll go ahead and pull advice cards overall on the relationship, as far as the uniting force, which is that you guys want to unite, you guys want to come together, you no longer want to fight. So advice onto how to get there. My intention is to see what there can be seen for the highest good for this relationship between Aquarius and Leo, and possible twin flames for Aquarius and Leo. Any advice for their highest good, their relationship's highest good? Shuffle it a couple more times. We have the Hierophant and the World reversed. And I'll just go ahead and split it. Advice. We have the reverse Chariot, which means for me is patience, and also patience with regard to what is coming forward, what is coming your way. it will happen, and it's going to happen. But because this is reverse, I want to say the advice for this unity to happen is patience, and also a conviction within the relationship that it will happen. This unity or this tranquility or this peace, this civil interaction between both of you is happening, but slowly. So have patience and be reassured that it will happen. As far as Leo goes with this challenge, any advice for changing the direction and moving it into the result that you want? Because obviously this direction, the Leo is now seeing that the direction that they have been moving in is not working. It's not panning out the way that they want it to pan out. So any advice as far as, dealing with this challenge of moving in a different direction? What kind of direction? And this one popped out, and it is the reversed Four of Cups. And for me, the reverse, for me, the upright Four of Cups, I believe is emotional, maybe not greed, but hiding their emotions. You see how the rat is covering up those emotions, and acting like they're not there, maybe just feeding from this one and not acknowledging the other. There's a moon here, which also means emotions hiding in the shadow. So in the reverse position, as advice for the Leo would be to acknowledge these other emotions that maybe are working in the shadows, and maybe shining some light on them, figuring out what those are and why hiding those other emotions, not only from others but from yourself, because you can see that those other cups are not being seen by this rat. And also, the rat is not really a pleasant animal, and they're kind of sneaky and take things and hide away and lurk about in the shadows, and kind of just don't be sneaky with the emotions. It's not doing you or anybody else any good. So maybe shining a light on what it is that you are hiding, maybe the fear of feeling these emotions, will help you figure out the direction that you need to go, so that way you are getting the fruits that you actually want. Because whatever you have been doing in the past is not panning out the way that you truly desire. That makes, I believe that makes much sense. And I'll go ahead and pull some advice for the Aquarius, although I do think that this Two of Cups in the challenge position is pretty much an indication that it's a challenging for you to stay emotionally available to both you and your partner. Don't bottle things up. And don't try not to, and be emotionally available to your Leo, and try not to, just be open, listen, and listen to yourself and your own emotions as well. But I'll go ahead and pull a card for Aquarius's advice, and here we go, right away. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. So upright Ace of Swords to me would be mental clarity. You have an idea and you're cutting everything else out. You're sticking to this one sword, this one idea, this one mental thought, this one want and need, and fulfilling that and going in that direction. Remain open. Do not think that you know how things should be forever and all time. Be malleable in your ideas and in your thought patterns, and break away from the negative thought patterns by remaining open emotionally to different ideas and different feelings of you and your partner. That is the advice I have for you. And let me think if there is anything else. I think that is it. You guys are in a good place right now, and I'll see you another time.